Carte.
Carte. 9 à la banque.
I need another 1,000.
I admire your courage, Miss...
Trench. Sylvia Trench. I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Mr. Bond, I suppose you wouldn't care to, raise the limit?
I have no objections.
C'est pas possible, madame. C'est illégal, monsieur.
No.
C'est suivi, monsieur.
Looks like you're out to get me.
It's an idea at that. 8.
8 à la ponte. 9.
It's all right. I'm not supposed to be here either. I take it you're not. Are you alone?
What are you doing here? Looking for shells?
No, I'm just looking.
Stay where you are.
I promise I won't steal your shells.
I promise you won't either. Stay where you are.
I can assure you my intentions are strictly honorable.
Well, see if he's there, will you? James, where on earth have you been? I've been searching London for you. 007 is here, sir. He'll see you in a minute.
Money penny. What gives?
Me, given an ounce of encouragement. You never take me to dinner looking like this, James. You never take me to dinner, period.
I would, you know. Only Anne would have me court-martialed for illegal use of government property.
Flattery'll get you nowhere, but don't stop trying. Now.
Well, what's all this to do about?
Strangways, and it looks serious. We've been burning the air between here and Jamaica for the last 3 hours. Oh, in you go.
Don't forget to write. Good evening, sir.
Happens to be 3 a.m. When do you sleep, 007?
Never on the firm's time, sir.
Sit down. Jamaica went off the air tonight, just like that.
Number 11.
Distribution of red China narcotics in the United States, $2,300,000. Collected by number 9 and myself.
2,000,003. Our expectations were considerably higher, number 11.
Competition from Latin America. Prices are down.
I anticipated that factor. Are you quite sure all monies have been accounted for by yourself and number 9?
To the penny, number 1.
On the contrary, I have satisfied myself that one of you is clearly guilty of embezzlement. Spectre is a dedicated fraternity whose strength lies in the absolute integrity of its members. The culprit is known to me. I've decided on the appropriate action.
An unknown Englishman was in your office the other day.
Correct, number 1.
Do you know what gun this is?
Walther PPK.
Only one person we know uses this sort of gun. James Bond.
But Bond is dead.
It was in all the newspapers.
Rubbish. Bond is alive. Unless you killed him, Mr. Osato? Don't tell me you let him go.
I gave number 11 the strictest orders to eliminate him.
And did she?
She failed.
You should have killed him yourself. You had plenty of opportunity.
This organization does not tolerate failure. Remove his helmet. James Bond, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ernst Stavro Blofeld. They told me you were assassinated in Hong Kong.
Yes, this is my second life.
You only live twice, Mr. Bond.
This never happened to the other fella.
Pleasure, Mrs. Bond. Don't forget my birthday next year.
Have I ever?
Both of you. Or maybe all of you. Come on, James. Very happy. Be happy, my darling. Come on. On your way. Au revoir. Drive carefully. Bye-bye.
What would you do without me?
I always cry at weddings.
007 never had any respect for government property.
He loves me
Instinctively.
infuriatingly.
Intensely. Indubitably.
First a boy and then a girl.
It's Blofeld. Blofeld.
Guards, hit me.
One chance. Where can I find him?
Marie! Ask Marie!
Who are you?
My name is Bond. James Bond.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. There is something I'd like you to get off your chest. Where is Ernst Stavro Blofeld? Speak up, darling. I can't hear you.
Making mud pies, 007. He would have been me in a matter of days, if you'd given the poor fellow a chance. Such a pity. I was dying to see how the operation turned out.
Get his gun.
Hold it! Get your hands up.
By the way, congratulations seem to be in order. The Italians were most impressed by the way you handled the Rome affair.
Thank you, sir. Sugar?
Oh, thanks.
Well, the authorities were more than helpful.
There's one small complaint. They seem to be missing one of their agents, a Miss Caruso.
Oh?
You wouldn't happen to know where she is?
Ah, Miss Moneypenny.
Morning, Moneypenny.
Good morning, sir.
It's only the hour that's indecent.
Really? I've got your ticket to New York. Q has repaired your wristwatch and some background material on San Monique.
Thank you, Moneypenny.
I'm sure the overburdened British taxpayer would be fascinated to know how the Special Ordnance Section disperses its funds. In future, Commander, allow me to suggest a perfectly adequate watchmaker just down the street. Good God.
You see, by pulling out this button, sir, it turns the watch into a hyper-intensified magnetic field, powerful enough to even deflect the path of a bullet, at long range, or so Q claims.
I feel very tempted to test that theory right now. If you don't mind, Commander, my spoon.
Dom Pérignon 64.
I prefer the 62 myself. Still, beats a bag of peanuts.
Monsieur Scaramanga will welcome you personally.
Forgive me, Mr. Bond. A vulgar display, but I couldn't resist it. Because I am so delighted to see you again. A harmless toy. I am, as you can see now, completely unarmed. Cigarette? We have so much in common, Mr. Bond. We have so much to discuss, and we will never have this opportunity again. Ours is the loneliest profession, so let us spend a few pleasant hours together.
How can I refuse such a gracious invitation?
Splendid! Splendid!
Now, Gonzalez is at a villa near Madrid. Isolate him and apply the necessary pressure to find out who hired him.
that through. You don't mind if I drive, do you?
That's Pegasus, Zorin's horse.
Oh!
With the cane, is that Max Zorin?
Yes. Born in Dresden, fled from East Germany in the 60s. French passport, speaks at least 5 languages, no accent. Now, the talk of the city and the boss.
Come on, the old rags to riches story.
He made his first fortune in oil and gas trading. Now a second in electronics and high tech.
Who's that with him under the hat? With the red dress? Girlfriend?
Oh. Yeah, we're not sure about her. American. She's never far from him. Name's Mayday.
And dressed for the occasion.
Come on, Luke, get a wiggle on!
Pegasus making a forward move. Pegasus has come from nowhere as they go to the line. It's Pegasus who stalls there. Oh, the girl.
It's all so boring here, Margot. There's nothing but playboys and tennis pros. If only I could find a real man.
I need to use your phone. She'll call you back.
Who are you?
Bond, James Bond. Exercise Control 007 here. I'll report in an hour.
Won't you join me?
Better make that 2.
Suppose we all have to pay the piper sometime.
Right, Q?
Oh, pipe down, 007.
Is it something I said?
No. Something you destroyed. My fishing boat. For my retirement. Away from you. Now, I want to introduce you to the young fellow I'm grooming to follow me.
Oh. Helps if you open the door.
And you might be... This is 007.
If you're Q, does that make him R?
Ah, yes, the legendary 007 wit.
Your file shows no kills, and it takes 2.
Shame. We barely got to know each other.
I know where you keep your gun. Suppose that's something.
True. How did he die?
Your contact? Not well.
Made you feel it, did he? Well, you needn't worry. The second is...
Yes. Considerably.
And then I realized it was you who betrayed me. You betrayed me. So I had only one thing left. My cyanide capsule in my back left molar. You remember, right? So I broke the tooth and bit into the capsule. It burned all my insides, but I didn't die. Life clung to me like a disease. And then I understood why I had survived. I needed to look in your eyes one last time.
Well, I hope it was worth it. Mr. Silver, you're going to be transferred to Belmarsh Prison, where you'll be remanded in custody until the Crown Prosecution Service deem you fit to stand trial for...
Say my name. Say it. My real name. I know you remember it.
Your name is on the memorial wall of the very building you attacked. I will have it struck off. Soon, your past will be as non-existent as your future. I'll never see you again.
Do you know what it does to you? Hydrogen cyanide? Look upon your work, Mala.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch.
He looks at this world and wants it all. So he strikes like thunderbolt.
Yourself and one for your dreams.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me.
But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the world. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. Meeting you with a view to wake you face to face in secret places. Feel the chill.
reflections on the water, more than darkness in the depths. See him surface in every shadow. On the wind I feel his breath. Golden eye, I found his weakness. Golden eye, he'll do what I please. Golden eye, no time for sweetness, but a bitter kiss will bring him to his knees.
I'm gonna wake up, yes and no. I'm gonna kiss some part of, I'm gonna keep this secret. I'm gonna close my body now.
If you take life, do you know what you'll give? Odds are you won't like what it is. When the storm arrives, would you be seen with me by the merciless eyes I've deceived?
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burn.